High School in historic Wellsburg, West Virginia. WTRF proudly presents Ohio Valley Tonight with Nathan Marshall. Tonight's guest, Trundle Manor.
Welcome to another edition of Ohio Valley Tonight with Nathan Marshall. And tonight, we are all decked out here, and we are joined by the host, I guess, of Trundle Manor, which is a house of oddities in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Anton Mariello. Thank you for coming, Anton. And Rachel Reck, also known as Mr. Arm and Velda. For those who don't know, Trundle Manor is a private collection of weird things that has been made available to the general public. And with that being said, I'm kind of worried because I'm curious if you are here, me being a weird thing myself, to take me back and put me on exhibit.
Are you offering? I mean, we have room in our trunk.
Depends on how much you pay. If you,
we might have a jar big enough for you.
Yes,
I think we do.
For $1,000, I'll stand in a jar. That's all it takes. And just like hospitality. That's all.
Yeah.
But just don't put another Nathan in there and make me fight to the death against him.
See, now I want to.
Well,
give me an idea.
You said you have a salamanders. And, yeah. Well, what all do you have on display at your house of oddities?
Trundle Manor is our private collection just full of oddities and strange things that we've been collecting for a long time that we decided to open up to the public. So we've got things in jars, a lot of dead stuff, old medical tools, and just anything bizarre that we run across. We really have no idea what we collect until we actually see it. So
we like to say we're a combination of the Addams Family and the Old Time Sideshow. That sort of gives you an idea.
Well, you brought up the Addams Family. Do people treat you differently? Like, because imagine you go out on a daily basis, kind of like you're dressed now. I mean, do people look at you guys and go, "Oh my goodness"? You know, you talked earlier. Some people might call you Satan worshippers or something like that.
We like it that way. We like to be sort of leave people with an idea.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily want to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, or know what their idea is.
Keeps life
But I'm hoping that they get home at some point and say, like, I saw the weirdest two people the other day. And I don't know what they were, but
I like to give people stories.
That's kind of like life acting, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like my dating life. They just say, I don't know what he was, but I don't ever have to see him again. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It says on your website that nothing in the manor is fake. It's all real. You have no rubber, no latex, nothing fake. And it also says on your website, though, that you're not killers. And you'll see some taxidermy, like this little guy right here, or girl, I'm sorry, princess.
It's pretty.
And you guys didn't kill any. It says that on there, too. So how in the world do you get all these oddities without you two going around the country looking for like a 7-eyed, 15-armed prairie dog or something?
Well, a lot of our stuff is vintage, and we'll say we can't really feel bad that it's dead. We didn't kill it, and it died in the 40s before I was born, so I'm not very responsible for it.
We're more collectors than killers in the long run, and it's all about the hunt for the old-fashioned, something that was loved before.
So theoretically, people could see you on the side of the road with a shovel shoveling up a
We almost did that on the way here.
What did you see those so interesting?
We thought we saw a vulture, and we ended up with a
Which
hitchhiker.
are legal to kill, so we decided, well, it's already dead, so I'm going to go get it.
So the roadkill was actually a hitchhiker.
Yeah,
Yes.
the vulture turned out to be a piece of cardboard, so.
Oh.
We're very disheartened.
But I felt bad, so I gave him a ride anyway.
Yeah.
He thought we were messing with him.
Was he afraid for the ride?
I think he was excited. He didn't think a limo would pick him up when
He was walking on the
side of
highway.
road.
I think,
Yeah.
I don't think there's much to be afraid of if you're walking on the side of the road.
You're
I'm
a man
afraid
of
of
no
you.
fear. Yeah, exactly. Well, so you've got, of course, the fox here. You got a ray gun in the back. You got little mini you over there, Anton.
The Lilliputian arm,
Yeah.
tiny me.
Little tiny you. So what are some of the things you've brought for us today?
Sure. Also next to me, if you would like to show this one off.
Sure.
Oh, it's a secret one here.
This right here is Mr. Arm's first mustache,
Oh.
glued and preserved. And he keeps it because just in case some horrible accident happens where his whole face gets blown off, he'll still have a mustache. He'll be a horrible, rotting skull with just muscle, but he'll have a mustache.
At least the forethought, I love that. Yeah, just in case.
Always plan for your face to fall off.
Yes. And if it does, you got it.
Yeah.
How old were you when you had this mustache? 3, 4?
Yeah.
Well,
The
have you seen the
tiniest
Addams
one,
Family
yeah.
Values? They did have a baby with a mustache.
That's true. So you have something very peculiar on your waist in the cage here. And can you tell me what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, take him out.
We brought one of our live menagerie. We don't have many live things because it takes too much to keep them alive. So we have a black cat, of course.
Can you get a close-up of this? This is pretty
I'll
interesting.
pull him out for you guys. But I keep this guy with me most of the time in my little cage. But these are Madagascar hissing cockroaches. And He's a good guy.
Take him.
What's his name?
We have a myriad of cockroaches,
Oh, do you hear him hiss?
and we named them all one thing: Old Lace.
You like having this thing as a pet?
Yeah, they're
Very
the
low maintenance pet, actually.
easiest pets to take care of. We throw in a chunk of dog food every 6 months, and that seems to tide them over.
Yeah, it's even easier than a chia pet.
Mm-hmm.
When we come up there, what is the strangest thing you have on display? If you had to pick one thing, you just really love it.
We get asked our favorite thing all the time,
Yeah.
and as far as strangest thing, the tumor.
I guess the tumor. Our friend Olivia is a local belly dancer,
Wow.
and she had a tumor on her uterus that the doctors let her keep, and she said, I'll give it to you guys as long as you make something really cool for it to live in. So it's in its own jar, it sings, it lights up.
It sings?
It does. Olivia's singing tumor.
Yeah,
What
I gave it
does
a
it
voice. We have a song that we found that's sung from the eyes of a pickled punk,
Okay.
and the pickled punks are.
In the old time sideshow, it was a fetus in a jar. We figured
Oh my
being from her
goodness.
uterus, it sort of
Yeah, it makes
fit.
sense.
But
Yeah, we
I'll
like
tell-
to say it's from the belly of a belly dancer.
Yeah. I'll tell you my favorite thing we have in the museum, too. So I stalked him for a few years
Oh,
before we
obvious,
met.
yeah.
He has a hot rod truck named Trixie, a 1952 Dodge. And I fell in love with the truck first.
Yeah.
And then I found out that he lived in this house, and I said, oh, I've got to meet this guy. So after stalking him, he let me in the house, and he said, I have a freezer full of dead squirrels if you want to learn taxidermy in my basement with me.
Had you at taxidermy, dead squirrels, and basement?
He did. We say it was love at first slice. Of course, I said yes, and that was our first date. He taught me how, and I dressed them up as a little bride and groom.
Oh, wow.
So they actually gave me my engagement ring in the cemetery.
Wow. Well, you
Sentimental value.
Yeah, and there's always these people in the world, I mean, no offense at all, but with people in general public, I mean, you're a very nice man, as it is, but people just at first look would say, that man will never get married. You know? And
You should have seen her dad when I said it.
He was one
When
of
I
the
said I'm
people
going to
who said
ask you, I'm going to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. He didn't want to hear it.
Are you going to cut my daughter's hand off? Is that what you're going
that.
to
I
do?
said, maybe, Dad. It's going to be a famous hand. You shut up.
On your website, you refer to Trundle Manor as a tourist trap, and one of our students here, a senior, Lindsay Willis, has a question about that.
What makes Trundle Manor a tourist trap that I should experience?
That's an interesting question. Why should a person come and experience Trundle Manor?
We have no idea.
Don't even come.
Honestly, we started making brochures, and people ended up liking it so much that we decided to just call it a tourist trap.
Yeah.
And we get people from all over the place coming in, and I think because we're almost an immersive experience, where we try to make people feel more like they're in a different world than they are, you know, in just someone else's house.
We call it a tourist trap, too, instead of a museum, because we've got the Carnegie Museum, we've got the Andy Warhol near us, and in case people are disappointed, we want them to know it's sort of an old-time sideshow, Roadside America type experience,
Yeah.
but we're trying to bring back some of that old-timiness. There's not enough wonder in the world, we always say. And we love when kids come over, too.
Yeah.
What do
What do
kids
kids
enjoy?
think of this whole
Some of them
experience?
are kind of nervous, but a lot of them are really excited. There's a little girl who wanted
Yeah.
to move in with us almost.
Wow.
Yeah. Once they see the little fox taxidermies, they want to play with them.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
let
it's
them
like a
touch
stuffed
things, too.
animal.
It's an
Yeah.
educational, hands-on.
We say we don't know. We're just like play
I grew
with
up
it.
playing with the
Play
weirdest
with the
stuff,
weird
so I
stuff.
figured
Yeah, play with the sharp knife, kid.
kids
It'll
can
be
do it too.
great.
Yeah. We do have cleavers at baby level. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's should not bring your infants. Oh, little Bobby chopped his hand off.
It
Well, we
teaches
told
them
you.
young. That's,
Well, hand is ours now.
Here, we can put it in a jar and put it with the cat or something.
that's your donation.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, again, we've been joined tonight by Mr. Arm and Velda of Trundle Manor, and you can learn more information about them or Trundle Manor by visiting.
You go to trundlemanor.com, and everything's there, phone numbers, all the contacts. It all goes straight back to me. And we work, solely by appointment only. We give tours, and we do everything by donation. So we don't really care what we get. It's just nice
Could
that
be
people
money. It could be some roadkill. I mean,
Oh.
we're fine with whatever.
That's a nice gig there.
always accept creepy things.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for
guys.
having us. Yeah.
And for Ohio Valley
Thanks for having
Tonight,
us.
this has been Nathan Marshall. Well, I've never met anybody that actually I could ask this question to. Time travel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have on that?
time travel is a cyclical thing. So whenever it finally does happen, it's already happened and changed the world. So
So
I'm not even looking forward to it.
That's exactly the answer I expected. And I appreciate that answer.